Representative Elijah Cummings, key figure in Trump investigation, dies at 68. Washington, a longtime Maryland Democrat and key figure in investigating President Trump, has died at age 68 in his office, announced early Thursday. The congressman had represented Maryland Congressional District since 1996, served as chairman of House Oversight and Reform Committee, one of the panels involved in impeachment inquiry of Trump. It was not immediately clear who will succeed him as chairman of the Oversight Committee, or his passing will affect swirling impeachment. The House Democrat Steering and Policy Committee will nominate a new chairman to fill his vacancy before the House committee. Cummings was spotted several times with a breathing tube of oxygen while sitting on the House floor. Although Cummings' Oversight Committee he had not been in command of the investigation of his panel. As he led the investigation efforts, Cummings also clashed publicly with the president over the summer. Trump tweeted disparaging remarks toward Cummings and his Maryland district, which included much of Baltimore, calling the majority black district a disgusting rat and rodent infested mess. Responding to some of the president's tweets, in which Trump suggested the congressman need to spend more time fixing his district, Cummings said on Twitter, "Mr. President, I go home to my daily district." He died of complications concerning long-standing health challenges, his office said in a statement. And it was his committee that grilled Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, in a blockbuster hearing this past February. Cummings had been failing health in recent months. He had been in and out of the hospital, missing votes and business in his committee. When speaking to reporters, he would have to wait for 15 to 20 seconds or catch his breath before speaking. He would drive around on a motorized wheelchair through Capitol Hill and then walk in using a walker. Prominent Trump critic, "Each morning I wake up and I go and fight for my neighbors. But in my moral duty to fight for my constituents, it is my constitutional duty to conduct oversight the executive branch." Trump's first reaction to Cummings' death came in a tweet Thursday morning in which he wished his warmest condolences. "I got to see firsthand the strength and passion, wisdom of this highly respected leader. His work and voice on so many fronts will be missed, if not impossible to replace." Trump and Cummings did not always disagree. More than 2 years ago, Cummings emerged from a White House meeting with Trump and told reporters that the two men had found common ground, lowering drug prices at the time. Cummings also said he urged the president to rethink his language on African American communities. Trump repeatedly painted them as grim. "I want you to realize that all African American communities are not commonplace and where people are being harmed. When we hear these words about carnage, we are living in depressed situations." I told him it was very hurtful. In another high-profile moment, Cummings stood up for Republican Mark Meadows and one of the president's closest allies and strongest defenders. Leading African American voice on Capitol Hill, Cummings, who grew up during the Civil Rights Movement, had become a leading voice among African American lawmakers on Capitol Hill. And his death triggered an outpouring of grief from his colleagues. He spoke truth to power. House Judiciary Committee Jerry Nadler called Cummings a giant of public service, a guaranteed voice to so many. Deborah Wasserman Schultz told CNN he was a mentor and someone who is every person's idol. We'll put his community and cause above everything else. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.